Hey guys, let's do today's recap. I wanted to just show you the process and try to implement, backtest this, see how this works for you. Um, the purpose of showing this is so you can learn how and somebody can take entries and still be and be profitable from the market. So as you can see, this was action as of yesterday on 14th, pretty bearish, and it kind of broke a structure. So this was a structure that's made a high, low, lower high. So the structure was broken, even a lower low was made. And when that happens, you know that the trend has shifted. For me, I was interested in this particular area, which is 18 to 27. So when that happens, I was like, okay, time to see, and this is where a lot of people actually have started their short. The reason they did it because of a very same break of a structure. The For me, this was the overnight action, the Globex hours. I wanted to just see how the prices was doing, and it did go down. It was a pretty aggressive flush if you look in terms of hourly. Broke even the low of a previous day, which was this, I think the FOMC, right? So for me, I was curious what happens with this. This is a bear flag, as you can see, right? Pole and a flag. So this is around 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's pull the 6 o'clock action right here. You can see the same bear flag on a smaller time frame, right? So 6 o'clock will be somewhere around here. Let's pull it down. Oops. Okay, there we go, right? So you can see pretty much a bear flag everywhere, right? This entire thing I'm talking about. So as you saw, the entry for me was somewhere around here, 88, 89, and the reason is pretty obvious, right? The reason why you would take that particular entry is, let's draw this, right? So the entry are obvious because you know that the prices have rejected this particular level, 98, 98, which is around here, right? So when that happens, and you know that there is a trend line coming from a top right at that. So yes, there are higher chances of rejection. You can have a breakout, but that's would be a short opportunity if that happens. Because for us to go long, market has to be somewhere in this range, right? When it comes, because that's when it will be breaking this particular support. Take it back, resistance, because this was a support here, so now a resistance. And when that happens, yes, you could lean bullish but till that point, there's no reason. So yes, took it down pretty much all the way till here. I'll pretty much show you what my exit was. Now this is an area I really need your help with. I would be very curious to see how you guys take exit. Exit is one of the getting out of a trade is an area which is a weak spot for me. But something to keep that in mind, and do share it in the comment section or even on Twitter. So for me, when I took the entry, it's somewhere around here, 88, 89. I think it was 89 or so. So yep, that was the entry. Bring it down. You would be getting out. For me, the getting out would be the somewhere around 77, which is the area close to here. I think, yep, 70. So 70, I think 72. Yep, that is the one. 74, 72 range. I think that was essentially a profit target. And I obviously didn't go all the way there because from here, as you can see, prices came down here, and now I was curious. I have taken few points as a profit because you're talking about from 88, 89 till you have at least 8, 9, 10 points in your kitty. The structure was broken right here, right? As you can see, it made a high, and this high was actually broken. So when it breaks, with the futures, I don't take much chances. With the options, I will still be in a trade, but with futures, yes, I get out usually at this spot. Then happened the hours, the regular hours, right? The RTH session. So I was curious that how prices will be. I'd not take this particular trade, but yes, you can definitely take it as a, because your stop loss in that case will be break of 88. So that would have been an epic flush right there, right? But you don't know at that point. So granted, that most people will not be able to. What I'm counting on is how aggressively it is being flushed down. So that gives you an idea that market is not ready to go up. You already had your bias determined here, and it has made another bear flag. So for me, I'm just gonna take a look at my notes. Some of the screenshots I have shared, some I have not shared. So because yeah, there's no point me kind of filling your timeline for no reason. If I don't see there's much learning, I usually don't like to share. So for me, so when that flush happened, which was till this point, and what I did was I took a high, which is about 71, which is this high, and I took a this low. So 71 and this low, and I actually ended up putting a fib because for me it was only the aggressive move, and I'm gonna zoom in on that so we can see where my entry was, and I think 64 is the one what I shared, right? So as you can see, 64 is somewhere around here. So as I saw the prices are coming, this is an important resistance because this was all that chopping you saw. So like, okay, I can probably try another one. I had some profit, so why not, right? And then you saw this entire flush. So your first profit target was somewhere around here. So 64, and then I took it all the way till 38, and I'll explain why at 38. So you can come here, 38, your prices are going down, but the structure is broken. So when the structure is broken, I get out. I'm not greedy. This has been working for me pretty well. So if things are working, why not? Why you would be? So you can say like here the structure is broken. So made, pretty much everywhere you can see the prices are making lower, right? This is one, but they have retraced back. So like, okay, let's just watch and see what it does. I will probably stop out somewhere around here because it's a fair value gap, right? Fair value gap will be from here till here, right? This is a fair value gap. So it's like, okay, let's see what happens. And the price, it was pretty weak because once 60 was broken, you knew that, okay, the bears are fully in control. Now, why 60? As you can see, first support gone, second support gone, which is 68. You can see it, right? Now you know why 60, right? Because this was pretty much a support coming from these as these contracts were open. So when that happens, I was like, okay, you know what? We are done. We are going down. So you have a more reason to, and when that happens, obviously you're able to add another 30 points, right? So this is how you stay in a trade. You can develop convictions around it. For me, the break of structure happened not here. Break of structure happened when it made a low, and as it started, it gave me this one, and I didn't have, by the way, this level at that point. This was added later. So for me, the break of structure was somewhere around here because I was like, well, now it is giving me second time, and when it has a second time false positive or false break, excuse me, I consider it as not a coincidence. So it's like, okay, well, either we're gonna chop or we're gonna go. So when it goes, obviously, you're taking your money. So for me, this was a break of structure, and I was out. So this is I think a 38 or so was my sell, and then I think the last I was out somewhere around here. So that was the so now let's remove this, and I keep playing this game, which is I'm just gonna show you in the next one. So as I saw, now the prices have made this as a low, which is a 33 or so. I'm gonna pull this guy all the way down, right? And I will be pulling this guy at 72, which we're gonna, let's say, somewhere around here. So now I was like, okay, well, because we are so weak, when you're weak, the prices don't retract all the way, right? 50% is your optimal ideal zone, perfect zone. This is the last line in the sand. If prices are here, I will never take a short entry here. I would want them to come down here and then take a short again, because this is the last line in the sand. It could even go up. So for me, short, another short, and when this happened, so I personally did not, I don't think I took even this short. No, I don't think I took. But what I did was I did this. As the prices were making this, I actually ended up drawing a level or a trend line, right? So prices are doing this. You can do the second thing with this guy too, which is somewhere around here. So now you are interested in like how prices will be reacting. So breakdown um, could be a short. I personally, I think this is the one I have a feeling. I don't know if I have taken. Let me check my logs. No, I think when this happened, I shared that if it comes to 57 and stay below. So let's actually discuss that logic. So 57 and stay below, right? That's your 61.8 fib, right? Second one is if it is 62 touch, which is around here, and comes below 60. Now, why below 60? Because 60 is your that line in a bear line too, right? That's 60 as we learn here. So this is how you would be trading. The what was my next one? Okay, I did not take a trade. Okay, but I wanted to explain. Okay, this is the one I personally did not take this trade, and I said I will be explaining it. So for me, this was a 31.8 fib, right? Rejected 31.8 fib. If the prices are accepted, you are good. If it is not being accepted, you will be going. So as you can see, this is going to be your optimal entry. Now, obviously, as 9:48 a.m., you don't know what prices are doing, right? But what you know is it was a small bull flag broken down, made another attempt, but you see these top wicks. Till this point, I personally will have no idea what prices are gonna do. So I didn't take this one, but I also mentioned to people if you want to take a trade, that would be something. And at this point, I'm gonna be revising my trend line like this, right? Because prices have already broken, made this as an important zone. So for me, it was rejection of a 38 point. So as this candle is being formed from 50 till 45, these 5 points are actually giving you a conviction now. Very rarely, I have personally taken these sort of trades, right? You know why I will take this trade? Because for me, it's a 38.2 fib. This one I didn't take, but normally this sort of trades I will be taking. The second reason would be as the prices are rejecting from the same level, then I know in a weak market, even a higher low with top wicks, it tells me that yes, it is only coming for a stop loss rate. So you would be taking a trade right here, 46, right? And 46, as you know, is also becoming a level, right? So this was your breakout of a bull flag, and here prices have retracted. So this will be an important level as a short-term, very short-term level. All you care about is, can I risk my 2 points here or not, right? And then you take it as a flush. And if that happens, your first target is this, which is the 35. If it gives you this one and this one, obviously it's going to be a gift. There's no way to know. Now I know that the prices have broken down. Now let's see what was my next trade. I do know I took a trade and need to find out which one. So let's get rid of this. I'm going to do right, and why not, right? So as the prices are coming down, I'm gonna get, and now I'm gonna revise this guy, right? There's no reason for us to be married to this particular fib. You know the market has made a lower. Let's get this guy. The fib, I'm trying to move this fib thing. Okay. So as it has made a low, which is here, Now 38.2, right? Weak market, it does not retrace all the way back, right? But you still need a confirmation. So your confirmation would be this particular one. Went up, pulled down immediately, confirmation, right? Could take an entry here. This is your, again, 2 point, right? So when that happens, yes, you are able to stay in a trade because you never stopped out, and then 23, right? So from 29 to 23. So that's, you will be stopping out because the structure is broken right here, right? So this will be, you'll stop out right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I will do something like this. Now you might say that this is, hindsight, but as if you have been following me for a long time, I share these trend lines in the real time also. I've shared, the pictures which you can go back, and this was done I think in last 2 or 3 days only, right? So for me, I was interested in how prices are doing, and this is the entire thing I have not, but I have taken this particular trade. I think this was the one I have taken again. So didn't go all the way. I think here, obviously, I'm not going to risk too much. I have made my money in those points already. These are all the smaller one, 2 point stop loss, can keep collecting as it comes. So same trend line concept, make it one. So it's not that hard of a game. So my ask here to people will be, so this is going to be your short, right? Here you don't know because you need the trend line. You need 2 points to make a trend line, but the third you will take it out, right? And can just keep going till the structure is broken. Where the structure broke? At this one, 12:11 a.m., right? p.m. That's where the structure was broken, right? Because it made a low, 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 and then the high was breached. So that's, it could be even a false one, but when a structure is broken, you have made your money. There's no reason for you to stay in a trade. Keep making these boxes, right? When that happens, that's your entry again, right? As you can see, it will not be a best of a setup, but you're talking about 2-3 points. So yeah, I mean, I would personally, once it starts to chop this much, you would want to wait. If you have not made your money, yeah, you could keep scalping. I might even scalp these things because yeah, here that this is a zone. This one is going to act as a resistance. This being an important point at 17. So let it go down. Let me share why I added UVXY. I think I kind of gave you that answer right there. Yesterday I shared that I have added to my UVXY. I think when it went up, I added about 20% or so. I added somewhere around here, and today I added heavy on a UVXY. My SPY all puts were as of yesterday, and I took a starter on day before, but SPY puts. But I told you already why it has happened, right? That the break of the structure on a higher time frame. So when that happens, you already know there's no reason for market to be like this. If you go and make this as, let's say, not even a 60, but a daily chart, right? You will know your answer, right? That's why you would want to. So it's pretty obvious, right? There's no reason for you not to take, right? As you can see, this will be in another one. So it is a kind of prices are moving in a channel. I think a few days back I have shared this on a weekly time frame, same story over and over again. So all right, I think hope you learned one thing or two, and if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. And yeah, happy trading. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.